And since people are dragging me for supposedly being on the list, which is no fault of mine, by the way, now I'm going to bring up the fact.
It looks like Whoopi Goldberg is fighting dirty because after getting suspended from The View and getting dragged for a film over her name popping up in the Jeffrey Epstein files, Whoopi did not apologize and she did not lawyer up. Instead, she flipped the entire table. Now she's claiming that Beyoncé was not just in the mix, but that she was allegedly running it, blackmailing celebrities, controlling narratives, and sitting on blackmail materials that could end careers overnight. And here's the part that always makes this more shocking, because Whoopi says that she has proof, not rumors, not speculation, not vibes, but tapes. Suddenly all these weird industry moments hit different than the award show speeches that felt a little too emotional. These careers that mysteriously disappeared, the lawsuits that disappeared in less than 48 hours, while Beyoncé's friends that supposedly flopped off paper but somehow kept running even when the numbers never made sense. And if that wasn't messy enough, this allegedly connects the names already involved in the Jeffrey Epstein scandal, with whispers now tying back to Diddy as well. So is Whoopi Goldberg exposing a hidden power structure in Hollywood, or is she trying to distract us from her being on the Epstein files herself? Let's break it down. So it looks like Whoopi did not come to play because she is determined to take everybody down with her. She just got suspended from her job on The View after she got name-dropped in the Epstein files. And what made the situation even messier is that a while ago, she and other hosts on The View had a whole lot to say about the people on the Epstein list, and they dared the DOJ to release the full redacted list.
Bottom line is this: release the damn files and release them now. Release everything.
If this does not implicate Donald Trump, why wouldn't you say release everything?
They absolutely have to show us what they're all hiding. If there's nothing to hide, release it all.
But all of that information is out there. Why not just put it to rest and say, release the list?
Because, they should just say, listen, this is what it is.
The next thing we knew, Whoopi suddenly switched up in the next episode, and she randomly denied that she was in the files. According to her, some people were trying to rewrite the narrative to make it look like she was besties with Epstein. And for some reason, she denied being his girlfriend, which didn't make any sense at the time.
There was a fake list.
Yeah.
And I'm on it.
So you were on the island?
I was, apparently, I don't know. They said I was on the island. They said, I'm like, I don't go anywhere.
The story was about a bus.
Maybe, but it's like, so I'm just going to say, and there's been a lot of stuff recently. I don't know what I've done to anybody, but apparently there are a lot of these kind of sites that are, what do you call them? They're
Parody or
they're satire sites.
Oh.
But people don't realize that they can be harmful.
Well, that was enough to make fans do some digging, and surprise, surprise, her name was indeed on the files. And suddenly her denial made sense. It was like she was trying to do some damage control before fans could figure things out. In this particular document, she was asking to use Epstein's plane to fly from US to Monaco. And for some reason, the company handling her travels and accommodations decided not to go the charter route, but instead hire a private jet. And for some reason, the plans they made earlier had fallen through, and the only option they had was Epstein's plane. But this doesn't quite make a lot of sense to fans, because one thing about Hollywood is that there is no shortage of private jets for hire, so why Epstein's plane? Plus, this was in 2013, after Epstein had already been charged in 2006 with some disturbing allegations regarding children. A lot of people in Hollywood knew about it, but that didn't matter to them. But Whoopi then went on The View and tried to defend herself, claiming that the people were taking things out of context because she didn't actually take the plane.
People are trying to turn me into, I wasn't his girlfriend, I wasn't his friend.
You were too old for him.
I was not only too old, but it was at a time, where this is just not, you used to have facts before you said stuff.
But Trump is on the list 38,000 times.
Well, I can't speak to him, but I'm speaking about me because I'm getting dragged. People actually believe that I was with him. It's like, honey, come on.
That didn't help much, because not only did she get suspended and might even get fired from The View, but she is also getting dragged for filth on social media. So to nobody's surprise, she's finally starting to fight back. And when she says she's fighting back, she's fighting dirty. And her strategy isn't to just clear her name, but to throw someone else under the bus. and that someone else is allegedly Beyoncé. And now, as messy as all of this sounds, it's actually kind of smart, because Beyoncé is one of the biggest names in Hollywood, and by exposing Beyoncé's ties to Epstein, Whoopi has pretty much taken the focus off herself and putting it on Beyoncé. But hold up, wait a minute, because Whoopi has even more tea than just claiming that Beyoncé was friends with Epstein, because according to her, Beyoncé was something of a handler. Everybody knows this narrative that's been going around about Jay-Z controlling Beyoncé, and how Beyoncé is just an innocent woman, right? Well, Whoopi is saying that's BS, because according to her, she allegedly has evidence of Beyoncé blackmailing celebs in the Epstein list. Yeah, everybody knows how celebs always seem to pay respect to B, right? Don't get me wrong, she's an icon in her own right, but fans have pointed out how weird it is that other celebs seem to worship her. It's almost like they have to apologize to her whenever they win an award that's over her, like the time that Adele made her Grammy win all about Beyoncé.
I can't possibly accept this award, and I'm very humbled and I'm very grateful and gracious, but my artist of my life is Beyoncé, and this album for me, the Lemonade album, was just so monumental. Beyoncé, it was so monumental.
Then fans also pointed out that this sounded like tears of fear, not joy or praise. But as insiders have claimed over the years, it is indeed more about fear and intimidation. Everybody remembers how her former bodyguard exposed her for ending Carrie Hilson's career, right?
Beyoncé, how you guys ended Carrie Hilson's career because she said something about you. That's how hateful you guys are. How you step on anybody to stay on the top.
Interestingly enough, the bodyguard passed away under mysterious circumstances not long after sharing some of more sinister details about Beyoncé and Jay-Z. And now Whoopi is saying that it goes way beyond that. Allegedly, not only was Beyoncé somehow in the mix, but she also has tapes on the celebs who were involved, and she keeps them in line. And that's not everything, because according to Whoopi, it didn't start today. Allegedly, Beyoncé has also blackmailed people on the Diddy list, and the one time as she was named the lawsuit, she handled it real fast, and her name was dropped from the lawsuit in less than 2 business days. The lawsuit was filed by a man named Joseph Manzaro, and he claimed that he was drugged, transported against his will, and sexually maimed as a victim of a coercive and organized criminal enterprise. He claimed that in April 2015, he lost consciousness after feeling a greasy substance resembling Vaseline as he opened the front door to his home, and after he says he was transported to another residence where an associate of Combs allegedly told him that the music mogul wanted him brought to a freak off of it. He claimed that when he regained consciousness, he found himself in the middle of a party that was already in full swing. The lawsuit said Jay-Z and Beyoncé Knowles Carter were seated in a room, and upon seeing Manzaro, Beyoncé Knowles Carter asked, "What's this? What's this all about? Why is this half-naked white man with the P mask standing right here in front of me?" So it turns out that Beyoncé has been running things behind the scenes for a very long time. But wait, because it gets even more nasty. See, Whoopi Goldberg is now claiming that Beyoncé's businesses are allegedly just fronts for her laundering this money that she makes from blackmailing celebrities. And now fans are adding 2 and 2 together, and it's starting to make sense. Now, Beyoncé has always seemed to have a business that was technically losing money on paper for years, but somehow they kept going for a while. Like the brand she owned with her mother, House of Darien. You remember Chicken Derriere and Darien? Well, it was obvious that nobody was buying that after this initial hype, but somehow the business kept running. And let's not forget the situation with Ivy Park at Adidas and how that was a massive flop, but somehow it kept going on for years, drop after drop, even though it was clear that it was not profitable. And according to an in-depth analysis by Wall Street Journal, Ivy Park sales crashed over 50% and only brought in about $40 million in 2022. Now this just might seem like a lot of money, and it is, but it falls way below the projected range from Adidas. The journal said that sales of Ivy Park tumbled by more than 50% to about $40 million in 2022, coming in below the internal Adidas projections for $250 million in sales that year. And documents reviewed by the Wall Street Journal show this means that the brand lost more than $200 million from crashing sales. But Whoopi is now claiming that this is all a pile of BS. Allegedly, Ivy Park did less than $3 million in sales because the only people wearing the brand were celebs who got PR packages. In reality, people weren't buying it, and the only reason that Beyoncé kept going that long was that she needed a front to clean the money she got from blackmailing shady celebs, all allegedly. But this is allegedly where Whoopi got real bold, because looks like she has a tape that supposedly proves that Beyoncé has been involved in shenanigans. You remember when a lawyer named Ariel Mitchell Kidd claimed that she was allegedly contacted by a client who wanted to help her broker the sale of a tape featuring one of the most prominent celebs in the industry, right? Well, Ariel claimed that celebrity was filmed, not aware that they were being filmed.
I also was just recently contacted by someone who wanted me to essentially represent them in the sale of one of the Diddy tapes. So, which I declined that because, but one particular person contacted me to shop a particular video they were in possession of and to contact the person who was in the video to see if they were interested in purchasing the video before it became a public. Oh, I can't explain who the person was, but Mr. Combs was in the tape, and this other person is, I would venture to say, more high profile than Mr. Combs.
Really?
Field of the video. Okay. You can verify that it exists, that it's real, that the other person in the video is very visible. It's no question if it's that person in the video, and I can tell the video is graphic in nature.
Word in the streets is that Whoopi has the tape because she allegedly bought it as collateral. While we don't know if Beyoncé ever really tried to blackmail her, it seems like she bought it to protect herself in case Beyoncé turned her sights on her. But now it looks like she is using it to throw Beyoncé under the bus and take attention off her being named in these Epstein files. All this is nasty work. If any of it's true, Whoopi is not done spilling yet, and something tells me that it's only going to get messier from here.